Okay, here's problem 28. And it reads, a membership store gives a 10% discount on all purchases to its members. If the store marks each item up 50% based on its cost, what is the markup actually realized by the store when an item is sold to a member? This is a problem in percentages. The idea is that the store gets an item, I guess, at a certain cost. Call it C. They then multiply that. They mark it up by 50%, which means they multiply it by 1.5. So let's just say that we have cost. Let's say I want to say something like C equals cost to the store. Then I want to say something like C1 equals cost to customer. This would be a non-member. Then I want to say something like C2 is equal to cost to a member. It just helps to keep it straight when you put a name on something. It's like, it always helps to put names on things. If you had kids and you never gave them any names and you just thought you'd be able to talk about them, that wouldn't work out that well. So each of these things, whenever something's important enough to talk about, it helps when you give it a name. So C is the cost to the store. So anyway, cost to the customer, C1, is 1.5 times C, the cost to the store. That's the 50% markup. That's what that means. And now the member comes in, they get a 10% discount on the cost, that's the price that's on the item, which would be C1. So C2 equals 0.9 times C1. And I'll take away those little dots for multiplication because you know what they are. Okay. Now, all you do is now put these together, and you find that C2 is 0.9 times 1.5 times C. That is the cost of the store. And if you multiply those out, 1.5 times 0.9 equals, that's equal to 1.35. Times C. So what that means is the effective markup for the customer is actually 35% because the store is selling that item to the members at 35% greater than the cost they paid for it. And that's the definition of the markup at a store. So 35% markup for the members, 50% markup for everybody else, even though the membership store is giving a 10% discount. So the percentages don't always just add like that. You really need to multiply them out in order to get the actual answer. And that's because the 0.9, it's a little bit like compound interest. The percentage operates also on the percentage. So you just have to be a little careful when you multiply it out. Sometimes it seems a little bit like not common sense, but that's why it helps if you put a name on each one and try to work it through more slowly. Okay, that's all for this one. 35% markup.